Chapter 9 Physical Security and Access Control. Learning Objectives and Key Concept. Learning Objective. Implement appropriate access control and identity management techniques within the IT infrastructure. Key concepts: physical security, biometrics, access control systems that meet organizational requirements, technological access control solutions, best practices for physical access control. Physical security, the oldest form of access control. Security practitioners need to understand the purpose behind physical security measures, how they contribute to the overall access control strategy. A good physical security strategy is designed in layers. Perimeter security, building security and access, points of entry and exit, physical obstacles and barriers, access to physical areas within the building. Perimeter security, any method that restricts access to defined areas such as a military base, corporate campuses, infrastructure facilities, or office buildings. The first layer of defense is physical security. Fence, landscaping design, lighting, security guards, closed caption video. Building security and access involves aspects of perimeter security, including lighting, security guards, and gates. Introduces elements such as locks for access control. Lock strength must be matched to integrity in the door surrounding areas. Points of entries and exit. Points of entries are a weakness in the perimeter of the building security plan. Entrance and exits. Designed to allow authorized individuals to access/exit the building while identifying and denying unauthorized individuals access. Exit to the building. Difficult or impossible to approach entry and exit undetected. Well lit, free from heavy landscaping that might provide cover to an intruder. Security guards add extra layer, use cameras, record who enters and leaves the building. Bollards, short vertical designs, posts designed to control traffic and prevent vehicular attacks on a building while allowing easy pedestrian access. Movable concrete barriers may be used where access and traffic patterns must be changed depending on circumstances. Granting access to physical areas within the building. Non-sensitive work areas, sensitive work areas. Government facilities. Level 1. 10 or fewer employers, 2,500 or fewer square feet, office space, and little public contact. Level 2. 11 to 150 employees, 2,500 to 80,000 square foot office space, and moderate volume of public contact. Level 3, 151 to 450 employees, 80,000 to 150,000 square feet of office space, and moderate to high level public contract. Level 4, 450,000 to 80,000 to 250,000 square feet of office space and high volume of public contact. Level 5, occupied one or more agencies, critical national security missions, headquarters, buildings of national security, NSA, Central Intelligence, CIA, and military facilities such as the Pentagon. Computer room and data centers, specialized from a sensitive work area. Access should be restricted to a few selected individuals. Dark data centers are monitored and managed remotely. Robotic devices in dark centers perform tasks that normally require human intervention. Lights are usually kept off in dark centers. Access locks on all server racks and individual systems, restriction of the electronic devices, port locks on servers and racks, strict policy against bringing food and drink. Biometrics access control systems, what you know, a password or passphrase. what you have, a smart card or token, what you are, biometrics. Principles of operation, enrollment, the process of taking one or more sample readings from an individual to form an accurate image of that individual's traits. Verification, the process of taking a reading on an individual and comparing it to a previous stored data and to verify their identity. Types of biometric systems: fingerprint, retina, iris, hand geometry, facial recognition. Physical types, physiology types: fingerprint, retina, iris, hand geometry, and facial recognition. Behavior types: typing tempo, signature analysis, voice recognition. Implementation issue: false acceptance rate, percentage of imposters that will be recognized as authorized personnel. False acceptance are called type 2. False rejection, percentage of attempts by legitimate users that are rejected by the system. False rejection are type 1. Crossover error rate, the point at which type 1 and type 2 are equal. Implementation issues: failure to enroll rate, the percentage of failed attempts to create a sample data set for an individual divided by the total number of attempts to users. Failure to capture rate, sometimes referred to as the failure to acquire rate, the percentage of individuals' authentication attempts that fail because the system is unable to obtain the information necessary to make the authentication decision. Modes of operation, verification mode. A biometric system makes one-to-one comparisons of the returned binary result. Identification mode, the individual presents a sample data set which the systems analyze. Biometric systems parameters: universal, uniqueness, permanence, collectibility, performance, acceptability, and anti-circumvention. Legal and business issues: privacy concerns, cost effectiveness of biometric solutions, cost development of the maintenance, database storage and transmission, law enforcement databases, personal danger issues. Technology-related access control solutions: physical locks, electronic key management systems, fobs and tokens, common access cards. Physical locks, warded locks, consist of metal projections or wards in the locking chamber that match up the grooves to a key, a padlock. Tumbler locks have a series of spring-loaded tumblers that move on to the alignment of the grooves of the key. Once all tumblers are in position, the bolt can be slid into the unlocked position. Combination locks, provided for higher level security than warded or tumbler locks, working by aligning a series of wheels. When the dial is spun to the right position, the left to the specific sequence, the wheels are unlocked. In-cipher locks, programmable, can be combined with a swipe card or biometrics identity verification. Electronic key systems, lock boxes designed to control who has access to the keys and keep a record of which keys are checked out and by whom. Keypads or smart card readers mounted near the lockbox. Individuals scan the smart card and enter a combination on the keypad. The lockbox opens and the user can remove the keys from it. Fobs and tokens. Challenge response key fobs are useful when more sophisticated access control is needed. Convenient and small in size, designed to fit a ring, use two-state authentication. Smart cards. Smart cards by the Department of Defense issues military and civilian personnel and contractors. Use a single sign-on secure, include digital photography for visual identification, includes a microchip that stores the card holder, unique identifier, personally identifies, stores and verification. Outsourcing physical security and pros. Benefits of outsourcing physical security: experience and expertise, impartiality, fresh eyes. Risk: lack of control. Best practices for physical access control include the security audit, documentation of existing physical security measures, non-standard entry points to the facility as a whole, and sensitive areas with the facility, standard access levels, differences in security at various times, especially after hours. Case study and examples: private sector, Acme Medical Technology, a biometric company. Web server went offline every night. Janitor had been unplugging it. Major Western insurance company. Internet connection issues. Systems crashed once a week. Lock on microcomputer closet door resolved issue. Public sector. Moss Point School District and Moseville, Mississippi, VCR-based security cameras are grainy, hard to identify people. System can only be viewed on site. Updated to physical access control, implemented an IP-based video surveillance network. Critical infrastructure, transportation workers, identification, credit program. Needed to strengthen security of the U.S. maritime infrastructure via tamper-resistant biometric work credentials. Implemented a universal security and quick method of identify requesters and granting access. Summary: data at rest, data in motion, file system access lists, users account privileges, supervisor controls, access control best practices.